You're not smart enough just to pause yourself. Yeah, right back at it. You dig? Right back at it. Right back at it. You feel me? When people think they're better than you, man, that's a motherfucker. Because in their mind, they swear they're better than you, right? So, I don't understand how people don't understand how thinking works. What is he doing? They don't understand that the way you think plagues how you function. You feel me? How it plays into the things that you know and everything else. Because internally, people have this idea that they're better than somebody else, right? But then they find something that that person does better than them and they just can't accept it. So let's assume the person is holding a glass cup and you also have a glass cup. Because his glass cup look better than yours and you think you're better than him in every aspect of life, you've decided to break his glass cup so you can be the only one that look good in that moment. Feeding that ego of yours and that false identity that you depend on so very well. Because you have to destroy it just so you can become it. By default, that disqualify you, regardless of what you say. You understand? And they don't see this thing because they be possessed by this very idea. It becomes part of them. Possessed by it. Yeah, because they think they're better than it. They hate you so much. They do things that's it's profounding. Some would do that shit with their kids by their side. Not knowing that it's a bad idea for them to do that, but the hate is that strong. They go against what they normally don't do. See, punch to the face. That's what they did. It's like, you know, everybody's on the same. They let one group of people lie to them. And they all become on accord. And they all jump on that boat and all of them start doing the same thing. And it's like, how can you let one group of people who was mad for that day because they was embarrassed by a lie that they told. They're trying to cover up that lie, by the way. So they put on all this distraction, as you see out here, and everybody just jump on it, enabling each other. That's what they do. They just enable each other, titty feeding each other, like they just titty feeding each other. Then they turn around and complain about each other. That shit don't make no sense to me. They all want the same thing, man. And that's just the truth. They all want the same thing. You feel me? What the fuck was that? This is why when people make money sometimes, they move out the hood. You dig? Same people just can't live in same places. People get jealous. They have no reason not to like the guy. They just get jealous. He gets too much attention. He's not that nice. He is this. That nigga ain't even do nothing to nobody. If you meet somebody that man, I'm speaking of myself in the third person, by the way. This is a third person conversation. You dig? That nigga ain't do shit to nobody. You ain't gonna meet somebody who say something like that. But yet they all feel some form of weight. Why do we always feel like why are we so quick to be offended? That's the real question. Oh shit, where did I was gonna go to the other side because I didn't know what was there. I need to go. Why do we feel so quick to be offended? You feel me? If I decide to fight back, who's gonna beat me? None of them. You feel me? And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. maybe this year I decide to fight them back, you feel me? Why not punch a few niggas in the face so they can understand what time it is? Bitches too. Yeah, I will fight back. You know what I mean? And they can bring 5, 10, 20, 100, I'll beat all of them up. I've done it before and I'll do it again. I ain't never fought one-on-one. There was always more than I can handle and I still won. That's the reason why they started attacking me behind my back in the first place. I lie not. You feel me? But anyway, man, let's get back to the topic. You ran for like 6 minutes. You feel me? How do you see yourself, man? You feel me? How do you see yourself? You feel me? When I open my eyes and I look into this world, there's a lot of objects, things. You feel me? You see it yourself. Cars passing by, nosy people. You feel me? Good people, bad people, you name it, all kinds of people. Kids, children, dogs, cats, you know, tigers, bears, oh my. There's a straight zoo. All these things are distractions. They're supposed to be part of the experience of life itself. You feel me? But who is the one that is experiencing this life? Who is he? Because even your name is a thing. An idea that comes out of your mind is a thing. Everything is a thing. But each thing has its own name. Just like your body is psychological, from a psychological point of view, is considered an object, which is a thing too. But who is the one that is experiencing it? All these things, are these things experiencing themselves? Or if somebody is aware of these things and is experiencing these things? Who is that person? Do you know that person? You are that person. You're a manifestation of that person. And so is everything in the world. It's a manifestation of you, just in a different form, on a different frequency. Because this world that we see, clouds, trees, everything in it, it's a projection of your mind. That's because they can't do this kind of talk is different. Talk different. Your mind is the one that is projecting this world out. This is why when they dive deep into matter and they want to know what is matter made out of, what are things made out of, we look deep. California, we have some weird things out here. We look deep down into the matter, all the way down into the atom, man. We look deep down in there, and we couldn't find nothing that was made out of nothing is made out of matter. It doesn't exist. And yet I am here standing next to a tree, walking on pavement, holding a bottle of water, wearing clothes. It feels real, but yeah, when the research shows, it said there is nothing, it's emptiness, spacious. The potential of anything that could happen is the probability or possibility of anything that can happen in this space. So matter is not real. So we know this world we are looking at is being projected from our mind. And our mind, which birth thoughts and perspective. But what is your mind? Our mind is just a filter of our true self. So let's look at it from this point of view. You have thoughts and perception, which was birthed by your mind, and your true self, which is a finite version of your consciousness. Because the only thing that remains present is that there is somebody who is conscious or who's aware of the things that's going on, right? Like I was aware of the police car that just passed me. I caught my attention. I'm a black man just walking in the nighttime. I'm conscious of that. So who is the person who's conscious and aware of such things? That's the person you need to know. Forget about this world. Of course, you can still live in this world, but once you know that person, you can apply the knowledge that you get from that person into every category of your life. And this is how you grow to be a better person. This is the mindfulness. This is the health. This is true health. This is what we call a healthy perception. Or you see, this is how you get to know how to treat people, and you don't become part of the crowd. You don't become monkey see, monkey do. That make me sick at this moment in time. You're still acting like that, but it's all good, man. Let's close on this side. Hi. You got him. Too small for them. This is how you become a better version of yourself. You just, and you know, you watch a few shows. I can't really give people credit because they tend to attack these people. So you can't even say the person's name and be like, you should check this person out, you should check this person out, because they're just jealous. They are just jealous. These people are so jealous and so possessive that if I give anybody credit or if I like anybody in any form or shape, they want to attack that person. They're just jealous. So most people be like, you gotta give credit, and I'm like, man, you don't understand. I'm saving your life right now, nigga. You feel me? Like, because they're gonna come out and try to stalk you. They're just jealous. Because some people swear they're better than you, they know more than you, that how can he know this information? And it's like they refuse to accept it as their reality. They refuse to accept it. So they tend to attack me. And this is how they, see, a few punches right here. And this is how they deal with their reality. You know, when things ain't going your way, you tend to punch somebody in the face just so you can feel better about yourself. Some high school, junior high school shit. Where there's some grown ass men and little kids out here still doing that because they cannot accept the reality. They just can't. They can't accept this form of thinking. Because they don't have no more excuses. Because once you start to get to know yourself, you come to the realization that there's only one mind. One mind. And there's only one consciousness. Let's just say consciousness. Because consciousness is the ultimate being. Think of, I don't like this. Yeah, I'm gonna go back this way. Think of consciousness. Look at this shit. Yeah, I'm out here by myself. You feel me? Type shit. That's what we do. Anyway, think of consciousness as a mirror. And this mirror, which is just one, we all the same. I told you. The world is a projection out of your mind. We know that because the science says it is. We don't know what matter is. We don't know what a tree is. We don't know none of that. It's just it's just potentials of wave particles. That's what it is. It's thoughts, frequencies. That's why you got the perception. You feel me? And so that's why they say whatever you think, as a man thinketh, so is he. That's why they say you can think your way into things. You can literally think your way into being skinny. Anyway, and I've done it several times, by the way. And I did it last night when I was sleeping. And I showed them I could do that. That's why they motherfucking mad at me, because I talk shit and do it. Anyway, look. So think of your consciousness, right? Think of your consciousness as a mirror, right? And this mirror shattered itself into many different pieces. You, I, and many others. Unfortunately, everything else. In many different pieces. And every piece of that mirror has to be placed back together. If you crack a mirror, right, and one piece of that mirror, the smallest piece of that mirror, is not add back to that mirror, then that mirror is not complete. So consciousness, humble. You see, consciousness didn't have to do that. Think of consciousness as a God, so you can get the understanding of what we speak about. Consciousness had to humble himself. It shattered itself. It's almost it's sacrificial. Yes. Can you sacrifice yourself for somebody, for something that you love? Can you sacrifice yourself for yourself? So it's humbling talking about it. Like, you know what I mean? It's very pleasing to have something. Although it was sacrificial, it was also made out of love. It was love. That's the definition of true love. For something to humble, to bring itself down. It'd be the equivalent of Jesus washing the disciples' feet. The Son of God washing men's feet. It's love. True love. So consciousness shattered itself into many different pieces, which is suicidal, sacrificial, yeah, literally. If he was human, he'd be scared to do so. He would think twice about it. But it shattered itself into many different pieces, and each piece had its own identity, expressing itself in its own version of itself through its own consciousness. That's you, I, trees, and everything else. When I say you and I, humans. This is why the world itself exists. It's in existence. This is why when they look down in atoms and try to find what is matter made out of, there's nothing there. It's just waving particle. That's the way to. There's no particle. It's just waves and frequency and the potential of what it could be. That's who you are. That's how powerful you are. You are God himself. And you must have a personality of God. You must. Hold on, I gotta check the time. And you must carry yourself as if you are in the presence of God. Of course, you're in the presence of your higher self. If you was to go meet your celebrity, your favorite celebrity, you would stand in line in obedience and wait. You will. You stand there and wait, and you carry yourself very neatly. If you're going to church on Sunday, what would you do? You put on your best clothing, wouldn't you? You will. You will put on your best clothing, and you behave and act like a hypocrite. Sit down in the church and say yes, and then you conducting yourself like a respectable human, wouldn't you? Then why must you abandon that part of yourself and put that part on whenever you in something that you consider to be great? Yet you don't consider yourself as such. Why don't you give that treatment to yourself? Why don't you carry yourself like that all the time? Why don't you carry yourself like you was going to the White House to go meet Joe Biden, and you know if you act up, they're going to whip your ass, so you know you got to be on your best behavior? Why don't you use that thought of mine to make it your personality and part of your characteristic and part of your mannerism? That's maturity in itself. Yeah, you ahead of the game a little bit. Yep, you put on this act when you're in places that you deem are important, indicating that you feel like you are not important. You don't see yourself as such. You put more value in these places and in these people than yourself. That's the reason why you have so many of them behaving and acting like animals, because they don't see themselves the way they're supposed to be seen. They can't see themselves. Even though I see them in a good light, because I see myself in a good light. They can't see themselves, but they treat themselves like filthy rags. The Bible type shit. They do. They treat this. They filthy. It's not because you have to be good. It's just you love yourself enough to treat yourself with respect, because you know that you are part of a higher being, biologically proven. So you start from that base itself. You can even close your eyes and escape this world, and you feel your presence. There's something, not something. There is you in you watching your eyelids close. But yet, it is not the eyes that is seeing. There's something in you that is seeing that. It's the gentle one. It's the one with class, of course. The one that does not interfere and allow you to be like a guardian. Even watch you make mistakes. You treat it like trash, and yet it's still there to pick you back up. It's the one that truly cares. It's the calm one. It's the ageless one. Because it was always there. Even as a child, you had an awareness of yourself. You knew that I'm a person. I got a body. Yeah, I'm going to work. But yet you've been aging for so long, but yet the opinion of the ageless one has not changed about itself. That's you. That's the true version. That's you. It's always been there. You just haven't realized. Well, I wouldn't know if you haven't realized it. But you ain't put 2 and 2 together to put it into the computer, your mind. You ain't put 2 and 2 together, you feel me? The mind is just a filter of that true, of the version of that consciousness. Your mind is just a filter, which meaning it's like looking through a telescope. It's just a small scope to the bigger image of who you really are. Like, this is why you must carry yourself with a little more class. You feel me? Act like a human being for what? Well, don't even act like you're supreme being. Not that you're better than others, because others are you too. They're a projection of who you are, just in a different version of you. Because remember, you're a part of the same background, mirror, screen, you name it. Most say the screen part is the best explanation I ever heard. I ain't even gonna lie. That's wavy. Now you don't have no excuse you can't behave like an animal after I told you what I told you. You know that if you don't treat yourself with class and treat others with class, then that means that you think less of yourself. You have to. This is why your secrets is always out. As somebody like myself who's been in the business of this consciousness for so long, I can tell you everything about yourself. And they're looking at me like, who the fuck? And they be mad at you. And I'm like, what the fuck you mad at, nigga? Look at your behavior. You told on yourself. I be reading them like a book. They hate me. Every time I come around, they feel uncomfortable. Because they know I'm about to tell some shit that they hiding. Niggas be feeling uncomfortable. A girl one time pulled me to the side and was like, how did you know that? You told the deepest secret I was hiding deep within me. I told nobody. I'm like, baby girl, you can't hide nothing, man. There's no such thing as privacy. What secret would you hold when you come into this light? There's nothing to hide. To hide something means that you're ashamed of something. To hold a secret from someone, that means you're telling a lie. Yes, why would you hold a secret from somebody else? What's the point? What kind of strength, power does that person have over you for you to hold a secret over them? Yeah, you think you got power because you holding a secret from that person? No, that person is bigger than you. That's why you have to hold a secret from that person so you can have an advantage over that person. You think you got an urge because now they think they got a lead on you because they're holding a secret from you. That's not how it works, man. Once you come into these kind of thinking, you get to think better. People can't trick you no more. They tricks don't work no more. That's just noise. That's just noise, baby girl. So look, man. So your consciousness, right? I usually don't even do this before I go in, but I'm like, fuck it. I'm here early, work time. Well, I'm not here almost a little bit of You feel me? So your consciousness is part of your mind. Niggas tight as hell. They act like kids. Because they are kids. Because once you start thinking like this, you automatically mature as a person. Because your thinking also has to mature. Because kids think like kids. And when we get to a certain age, we think we've grown, but you have not grown yet. You still got to keep growing. Your thinking has to mature. Just as your body's maturing, you got to come into your true self. Because he was always there. Or she was always there. You feel me? Yeah, he'd never judge you. He didn't. I always saw myself as I see myself. Even though your life improved or deproved, whatever that is, there's always a version of yourself, man. There's one that he doesn't feel your pains. He doesn't feel sad. He doesn't. None of those things. He doesn't have to feel none of those things. Come on, hurry up, man. These niggas is just. They spend a lot of energy on other people because it's better to spend that energy on those people than to spend that energy on themselves. Because if you don't know yourself, you'll be adamant about hating somebody else. And your hate is so convincing to yourself, you think that hate is real, but it's really not. It's because you lack something about yourself. You lack a knowing. So the passion and the animation of you it's a calling. You calling for something that you don't have an idea of. So that's why they're so adamant about hating you, and that's why they're so adamant about coming at you and everything else, because they really have an identity crisis. Yeah, it's like this is the best thing they can attach themselves to, because it kind of defines them. But if you already have a definition of who you are, you wouldn't be part of such a thing. You run the opposite direction. You actually move away from it. Like, this act is disgusting. It's like, ew, what the fuck? That's what, that is a sign of desperation. They even start playing with doo-doo and feces. Like, desperation. It's an act. They don't know who they are. Like, it's sad. Yeah, but they want us to believe that this is what it's all about. And I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, my nigga. Like, y'all niggas playing with shit out here. Like, really? And you want me to believe that? This nigga crazy. Niggas are, he trying to make it seem like he was pointing something out the window like I was supposed to jump. I laughed at him. You feel me? If he was gonna do it, why call my name out? Then that's that dumb shit. You feel me? Just stupidity. If he was gonna do it, it would be the action first. Why call my name? He just trying to intimidate me. He did, and I'm gonna walk back that way. Just to show him that he wasn't what he thought he was. You feel me? Outside with it, by the way. Look, find yourself. So you're not easily persuaded by others and fooled into joining these kind of acts. They don't like this message. Why? Because it stops them from doing the things that they telling you to grow up. That you wouldn't participate in filthy things like this. You will actually treat yourself with respect, but you wouldn't even want to touch a filthy rag. You carry yourself with class. You feel me? You will. You wouldn't degrade or belittle somebody else, because you'd be like, no. I wouldn't want that to happen to me. Because although, even if I thought that person is not me and I was thinking separation, which is an illusion because we all one, then if it happens to that person and I'm a witness to it, then it has already happened to me. You feel me? That's just a better understanding of the knowledge itself, but we're just talking basic right now. Basic talking. Because they think they're hurting me, but they're actually hurting themselves. They couldn't hurt me. It hurts more for them to see it. to witness it. That's why they get worse by each day. As the day goes on, they get worse and worse because they keep seeing it and they keep ruining them. The function of them is being ruined. Their psychology is ruined. The way they think is ruined. Let's give this 50 seconds of fame. That nigga old as fuck. He out here acting like a child. Shit like that. They don't mature. They body mature, but their mind becoming it gets in an infant state. Everything is hold on. Everything is taken personal and out of context. They get offended easily. They become very emotional. Very emotional. Because there's an agitation about their soul. You feel me? Their soul is agitated. Because they don't want to do the work. You feel me? Are we still outside? Why y'all making the red car? Shit different out here. Niggas talk a lot of shit, man. I'm outside though, it's all good. Because their soul is agitated. You feel me? It's like a child who's in need of someone to breastfeed them. And this mother's not around, there's nobody around. They get scared and they start crying. It's a panic. It's a panic. That's what's going on. Because they keep entertaining this foolery. They keep entertaining it. They keep entertaining it. Then guess what? They become more of an infant of themselves. Easily agitated. Quick to react. Anger. Madness. Silence. Hatred. But once you come into this knowledge, which is easy to come into because there's a lot of people preaching this knowledge online, white, black, you name it, Spanish, Asian, Indian, you know what I mean? Watch the person of your choice and apply it to yourself and you'll be unbothered. The benefits is you be at peace. You'll be unbothered by things. You're not, like, there is a calm peaceness to you. The present, literally, you wear the present on you. It's like a covering. I ain't saying nothing can hurt you, but you're not quick to react to somebody that can hurt you. You be like, bring it on. Yeah, bring it on. Like, you know what I mean? That's how you feel. That's how you feel. You feel me? I can't stop you from hating me. That's how you feel. You know what I mean? It's just the calmness to you. You're unbothered by things. Most people will not even understand that. They can only speak from where they at. Because most people speak from a point of view like, defend yourself. That's fear. Fight back. Because they're thinking of themselves. They're not thinking of where I'm at. They panicking because they think they me now. But they thinking they me in the wrong kind of way. You feel me? Yeah, you become love itself, nigga. You become love itself. Though the benefits is great, of course. But you also gotta fight a lot of demons. New level, new devil type shit. New level, new devil. And they get worse by the minute. Because that desperation is still there. You feel me? They start to panic. Yes. Yes. Because most of the time, we speak about things from what we think we know. We never speak about things from our own experience. So we speak on things that, like the lady illustrated, 1 + 1 is what? 2. We never speak about things from our old experience where 1 + 1 is 1. You feel me? I like that illustration. I think that was beautiful. But you feel me? Because we speak from a point where it's, oh, we got the information, we're gonna follow it by the book. No, you don't have the experience. You just don't. When I was in Amazon, look at these people, they're just walking around trying to be famous. And every time they do something, it's funny, because that confidence was always in him, right? But yet he don't know how to attract that confidence. No, he don't. He don't know how to depend on himself to gain that confidence. he feel the need to go hit somebody still or do something where an audience is watching, then he feel confident. Well, now he's walking as confident. Now he got some swag to him. Now he's bopping and weaving and acting like he's a bad guy. But it was already in you already. Why did you feel the need to do that, to be that, when you already had it in you already? Happiness is already in you. Your swag is already in you. That's what I'm trying to preach. You don't have to do that stuff. You don't have to attack other people to be that. That's all, nigga. We're not saying nothing crazy. You feel me? But anyway, man, I could use examples all around me because it's that easy. It comes like that. The benefits of these kind of thinking, you might feel sorry for more people, of course. Because you just wonder why the people, why. But of course you feel at peace. Your body heals faster, you feel me? It comes with a lot of benefits, man. Nothing but good things. Feel me? Yeah, it's funny. The person that said, hey, hasn't come back this way, he's scared of me. They be scared of me, man. As you can see, man, I'm only one man. I ain't got no army behind me. Or do I? It could be. There's an army somewhere. Or do I got 800 invincible men. That mean it could be the bank man. 800 invincible men, nigga. You fucking with me. Yeah, the water, a few punches to the face, but it's all good, man. That too shall pass. They did all that stuff and they still not happy. Like, how much more? Quantum. That's what quantum means. Quantum means how much. So, what is the quantum? How much more is gonna be satisfaction to you? You know, me coming early is not gonna happen next time. It's over for this coming early thing. You know what I mean? You got some bum ass niggas walking on the sidewalk just like you. Yeah, look at them. And then you got one. Matter of fact, I want to take a look at that person's face. Yeah, you know what I mean? Meet Messiah. Because it's easier to do it behind somebody's back. Yeah, so what's up now? Nigga said, what's up? Always what's up now, right? That shit is crazy, huh? The cowardness of it all. Yeah, it's easy to do it behind somebody's back. You see? If you don't, this is what happens when you don't find yourself sometimes. Don't become a coward. You feel me? Don't. More what's ups. I don't know none of these people. There's a lot of what's ups. Diversity of them. You feel me? It's easy, right? Yeah, don't become a coward. I gotta go in now. I start working 20 minutes. In those 20 minutes, I like to. Doors open. I like to relax a little. You feel me? If that. Outside. And just chill and enjoy myself. Yeah, you get to enjoy yourself a little more. And people can easily persuade you into thinking and deceiving you and be like, you should be this and you should be that. I'm like, no, get away from me. For real, for real. If a new train come along, I ain't jumping on that train, nigga. It's quick. I gotta go.